Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Unbuttoned Podcast. It's just us, Laura and me today, Callie. And like we promised, we're checking in and kind of sharing some updates from our personal lives, as well as recapping what we've learned from our previous speakers. So this week, we're going to talk about what we learned with Stefan and Greg Cummings and share some updates. So, Laura, what have you been up to this past month?
I feel like what have I not been up to this past month? Okay, what is it? April. I feel like I'm running into this last marathon of school ending and then going up to the mountains. So it's funny to go backwards now. April has been awesome. I feel like I've been golfing a lot. We actually went to the Masters. That was fabulous.
So fun.
Yeah, it was my third time going. Yeah, it's really amazing. It's just such an incredible experience no matter what way you go. But we've been kind of going with the same group for a long time now, and it's been really fun. And man, Rory McIlroy, we can learn a lot from him.
Yes.
It was such a cool ending. So it was really amazing to be there. It was definitely, every year's incredible, but this year kind of took the cake, I think. And then right before that, I was in Boca for James Hardy president's event for golf as well. They had John Daly playing and kind of the senior players. Also, some football Hall of Famers were playing in that too. So that was really cool.
That's so cool.
Because it wasn't your typical PGA lineup. John Daly is one of my favorite people. Talk about being authentic. He's got this giant Hooters bag. He does not, he doesn't look like your average golfer. I don't think anybody would say that he does, but his cocktail is my favorite. It's an Arnold Palmer with vodka in it, and I just love him. He's just the best.
Shout out to John Daly.
Yeah, shout out to John Daly. He's hilarious, and I just love that he does truly does not give a fuck. He's awesome. And he's really good at golf.
And you've been golfing a lot too.
Yeah, been golfing a lot too. I feel like I've been playing for 10 years when we joined Cordillera. My dad always played, but I can't really say that I played golf growing up. But yeah, I've been getting way more into it, and I feel like I'm getting there. I'm going to join some women's leagues this summer, actually. I was just looking that up at our golf club up in the mountains. So
go for it. I've never really golfed. I've only done a couple, putt golfing, of course, and going to the driving range. But I've always been I want to learn one day because I feel like it's a sport that everyone talks about that you can play forever, into your later years in life. But let's be honest, I really just want to ride around in the golf cart.
Yeah.
And
which is how I started, honestly. I would drive my dad around while he drank beers, and exactly. I would hit a couple, but that was it. But I honestly have just always enjoyed being on the golf course. Just that's it.
Yeah, and being outside, and it's so relaxing, and
totally.
So I'll just drive the cart and you can
Yes, exactly. That's what I've always told my friends. I'm it's like hiking with a cart.
Perfect, but even better, I don't have to hike.
Yeah, you can ride around and drink your high noon and enjoy the scenery, and it's lovely.
I love it.
Yeah. So how about you? You just had your 12-year
anniversary.
Opening anniversary. Yeah.
Yes. April is a big month for us. So that's when I opened the salon.
Yeah.
12 years ago. So that was incredible. We had a big grand opening party, and it was not necessarily a grand opening, but we did a ribbon cutting ceremony to celebrate purchasing of the space of buying the salon. And it was really sweet. My staff pushed to have this party, and it's always, I always get stressed out. I told the girls, I was like, no, it's because to me it's just one more thing.
Yeah.
And
it
I'm
is
like,
a
one
lot.
more thing that I have to manage, and I just don't want to do it. And I kind of get overwhelmed, and then I just shut down and don't want to do anything. But they really pushed me to do it, and they're like, we'll take over and plan everything. And they did such a good job. So it was a pink themed party, which go figure, we love pink. And it was really great. We had over 100 people come and celebrate, and it was fun just to take that time. And I do think it's important to celebrate our success.
Yeah.
Because like we've talked about in previous episodes, I think you could just keep going and going and going. Like I'm like, I gotta just keep going. And then, you know, so goal driven, and taking
Yeah.
the time to reflect on that was really neat and special. So I'm so glad that
Yeah.
they forced me to do it, basically.
Yeah. And it's cute. I love that your employees like really
I
wanted to do
know
it
it
and
was
celebrate the salon. And
yeah, it was really sweet, and in having the clients there too, and being able to thank everybody, because honestly, without our clients, then it's not possible. So
yeah.
it was really special and fun.
Yeah. Good. I'm so
Yeah.
happy about that. What else has been going on?
So we did go to Florida. We had a little break
Yeah.
there. So that was really great too. Taking time away, and um, it always feels weird taking a break, especially when things have been slowing down, or maybe our numbers aren't as good as I want them to be. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, let's go on vacation and have a party. This
Yeah.
feels weird to be like doing this. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's like it ebbs and flows, and you just
Yeah.
have to live your life. And I always feel so much better, you know, taking time off than not taking time off. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that was really great. But I feel refreshed, and I can't believe it's already the end of May. Summer's going to be here before we know it. You're going to be
I
back
know.
here in Colorado.
I know.
It's like
Can't wait.
it's like you never left, and
Yeah,
can't
it's
wait.
gonna be awesome. I know, it's really funny. I feel like these, like, I mean, it's a little bit of a downturn here, people. These tariffs, there's a lot of uncertainty and stuff, but I feel like I mean, it kind of the beginning, and a lot is uncertain, but I feel like, I don't know, I've been hearing from a lot of CEOs that it's kind of forcing them to take a step back and like
Mm-hmm.
throw the parties and just kind of like keep living. You
Right.
know, because as we all know, it totally ebbs and flows. Certainty is never a thing.
Yep.
Stuff's always changing, but I
Right.
feel like stuff like this brings people really close.
Right.
It's like
Right.
we're all in the shit together.
Right.
Like,
We all
let's
don't
just,
we don't know what's going on.
yeah, no one's like thriving right now. Like, let's just, love each other, and it's gonna be okay,
Yeah. I
So,
was asking a client the other day. She's amazing, and we'll have to see if she can find time in her busy schedule to come on the podcast. But she's a
yeah.
very successful person and has a very successful company. And I was like, "How are
Yeah.
you doing?" And she's like, and the word she used, I loved it. She's like, "I'm feeling a little wobbly." I
Yeah.
was like, "Wobbly," and then she's
That's a
like,
really good word.
"Yeah."
Yeah.
Like, wobbly. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the perfect way to put it. She's like, one day it's
Yeah.
this, one day it's that. We don't know. I'm just not
Yeah.
solid, just a little
Yeah.
like wobbly. But,
Yeah.
it's like, that's
Yeah.
all right. We'll figure it out.
I know. I feel like I'm always wobbly.
We're always wobbly.
I'm always trying to figure stuff out. I'm like, am I the only one? Like, am I missing something?
Yeah.
Was there an Excel spreadsheet that went around to everyone and I'm the only one that didn't get it?
Yeah. Yeah. But all that to say, which made me think about too, and I actually shared with her Stefan's episode, how he came on.
Yeah.
And it was so great having him back on the podcast.
For sure.
But
It was necessary.
it was necessary. And I loved what he shared about what people are looking for in their leader, that research poll.
Yeah.
That was put out, and it was worldwide, not just in the US, about what people are looking for. The number one quality in their CEO or leader is hope.
Yeah.
And that I don't know when that research was done, but I think that was even before kind of this unstable time.
Mhm.
So I've really been thinking about that and staying positive for my staff, and you have to have hope. So that kind of surprised me the most. Listening to Stefan. Did you have any aha moments from his episode?
Yeah, I mean, I always do from him. I think he's such a good leader. You can tell why companies hire him to come in, because he's got like a really calming presence, and also just very like firm and direct. He's like, okay, I don't know. I just love how he's super growth minded. He really doesn't let people get in their own way. Which I think is huge with business coaching, especially. So yeah, I mean, I loved how he talked about that. I really liked how he talked about, instead of thinking about how you want to be talked to, think about how they want to be talked to.
Right.
Which I now have been thinking about that. And then also, I've been turning it on myself too, because I get bothered sometimes in ways that people communicate to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, but I need to tell them how to communicate with me.
Right.
Because otherwise they're just going to keep pissing me off.
Right. And they
and
might
they
not
don't
even
know it. They're not
exactly.
trying to be. Yeah, they're not trying to. Nobody's trying to piss anybody off.
Right.
I truly believe that. So I think that just, communicating that and being like, hey, like, I need some more love in there, or like, sorry, because I don't use niceties. I'm trying to be better about that, because a lot of people like the hi, good morning, how was your weekend, hope it was great. I'm very like, okay, so we have a meeting on Monday at 12:30, I'll see you then.
Yes, like very direct.
And they're like, okay, good morning to you too.
They're like, oh, hi.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So the platinum rule, and for listeners that haven't checked out Stefan's episode, you'll have to talk or listen to him, because he talks about the platinum rule, and it's treat others the way they want to be treated.
Yeah.
Right? Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Because the golden rule is like, which we all think,
treat everybody the way you want to be treated.
Right. Yeah. But the platinum rule is that, but that, like Stefan says, that's bullshit. It's like, treat them how they want to be treated. And like, you're direct, maybe I need more sugar coating, or vice versa.
Yeah. I've even actually learned through that. Like, I thought that I wanted to be talked to direct. I almost talk to other people direct, but I don't want to be talked to that way. So I'm like, okay, maybe I need some more niceties in there, like with my texts and emails and stuff too, because I actually really appreciate it when people are like, a little bit nice. I don't need like the whole thing, but.
And then listening too. And that was a big thing about how we're so busy today, and everybody's so busy and distracted. And really just how important listening is.
And patience. He said patience is actually the biggest. Yeah. And I'm actually really starting to use that a lot, like at home, with my kids, which is really starting to, we're like a little ADD around here. So I feel like, especially in Colorado too, I don't know, like having moved out here, it's been different. Like, it's so athletic driven out in Colorado.
Right.
It's also who I am. So obviously I was feeding into that. But like, I never relaxed. And so I was always doing that with my kids. Whereas out here now with Charlotte and Cannon, I'm really noticing, you always look at yourself. You always look inward. You're the one that they're following, so I'm like, if I don't like this behavior, then it's obviously something I'm doing.
Right.
So I've really tried to, like, there's a lot less on our schedule on the weekends now, a lot more like family time coming together, a lot more, patience too. And I've been even telling Charlotte that from Stefan. I'm like, patience is key. If we can all have patience, we can make it very far in life. Like, we just have to have patience with everything, which is sometimes easier said than done, but it's nice to like slow down and know that you're not, it's not a rush. We're not like, we're in a rush to get where? Nowhere.
Yep. Yeah. And taking a beat and just listening more, because I like to just fill every silence, and like we talk about fix problems and blah, 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 because I'm just on all the time and on at work. And then I bring that into my home life, and I'm just on and on. And it's like, okay, just listen,
just
be
stop.
supportive.
Stop.
Or like we were joking earlier, instead of let's go by Laura, we were saying, let's not go.
Yeah, now I'm going to have to change my anger to let's not go by Laura.
Let's not go.
Yeah.
No, but it's good to have that balance.
Yeah.
And then we also had, kind of in the same leadership growth mindset, it was Greg Cummings.
Yeah.
With the Next 100 and the Power 100.
Yeah.
And I really loved chatting with him. Yeah. And I think what he's doing for the construction industry is really neat.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that he finds the top 100 not based just off of revenue or, your net income or anything like that. He finds it like the honest construction companies will be the ones that thrive, which is definitely true in any industry. So I think it's cool that he's kind of come up with an algorithm to figure that out and find the true best, the most authentic construction guys out there, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
So he's pretty cool. And I like that too. I feel like he's a lot kind of like Stefan. He built the, window company up from 1 million to 10 million, and then he's still doing it, but now he's doing something else that really speaks to him, it sounds like. So it's not, it's not all about like being the busiest. That's what I like really also learned from Stefan too, was he's like, people be like, I'm super busy.
Right.
Now I'm extremely busy. And it's like, okay, what's the difference?
Right. It's not a competition.
Busy is busy.
Yeah.
It's and I mean everyone. I mean, I definitely am at fault of doing the same thing, being like, oh, I'm super busy because I have to like respond to all these emails, and you can feel a little bit overwhelmed. But when you like, I don't know, zoom out a little bit, like you're all right.
Right.
You don't
and
have
then,
to be that busy.
Yeah. And he really found his passion, and then he found his why as well. And I think it's really cool that he's taking the knowledge and everything that he learned. And he talks a lot about, he didn't do it right the first time. And he had failures and stuff, and kind of now he's empowering people and leading them so they can be successful within their own business, which is really cool to share that growth. I think so many people want to keep all the secrets in to themselves, and they don't want to share, but it's like, it's why do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then another thing that I think impacted you too, that I didn't really think about, was at the very end when he talked about like kind of the why is also inspiring for his daughters. He is like, when I'm not here, I want to be the best person I can be, and my girls are going to have all of my video content and audio content. And I never really thought about that before with technology.
Like leaving something behind.
Leaving his legacy behind, but like in a positive way. We talk about how negative social media can be and all of this stuff, but in a positive way, it's what you're leaving behind. It's you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I've definitely thought about that a lot. Because there's journals you can make. I mean, I feel like parents kind of find their own special way to like leave a legacy for their kids or their friends or whoever you leave behind. But yeah, I would be really, really, really proud of this.
Yes.
Like exactly. I would love for my kids to pick this up and be like, oh my gosh, mom was really actually doing something cool. And they love to listen to it.
Right.
Like they listen to it all the time. They're so proud of my podcast. And it makes me really proud. It's definitely my thing. And like it does make social media more fun for me.
Right.
Like I love to do it. I get on there. It's work for me. So I get on and get off. I think that's kind of the key. Not just scroll through TikTok for hours and hours and hours, because for sure, that's definitely a thing, and it's an addiction. But yeah, social media can be really, really cool. That's definitely what we've learned from Elise too. From shout out to her with her Rebel branding.
Yes, and I can't remember if we talked about that.
Let's shout out to her. She really, really helped me. And Callie and I, find our way and hone in on what our brand is with this podcast. So Rebel branding is awesome. People sign up. She's really good at it.
Yep. And so Laura and I did a little class the last couple months, a little marketing class and branding class with Elise. So and Hunter. So hopefully
who will be on in a couple weeks. Stay tuned. Yeah. So they're a really good team, and they were super, super helpful. So thank you, Elise and Hunter.
Yes, thank you. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm super excited for our next upcoming guests. We have the cutest family on. That's going to be on in the next couple of weeks, Mark and Ina.
Yes, I know. They were awesome. A mother and a son run company out here in Arizona. So
I know. We'll have to recap their
they're going to
episode.
be
I don't want to
awesome.
spoil
Yeah,
it too
we definitely
much.
will. We'll do that. We'll do that in the future. But yeah, thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Our podcast is definitely growing.
Yes, thank you.
Quite a bit. So we really appreciate our listeners, our brands that are following us, all of the different people. It's gonna be a thing. We're ready.
Yes, we're ready.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, do you want to end with popsicle, poopsicle, dreamsicle?
Oh boy, we have to.
Yeah. All right. So you
Okay.
You go first.
I'll go first.
Okay.
So my popsicle, of course, was the salon's anniversary and having the ribbon cutting ceremony. That was just really fun and great. I mean, I can't top that. And celebrating with my friends and family. And I know you were there in spirit,
yes, of course.
supporting us. And then my poopsicle. Okay, my poopsicle for this past week would be, gosh, I'm like trying to think. It was a pretty good week. It was super busy. My poopsicle though would be, I felt so bad. It's more a poopsicle for Nydia. So my manager at the salon, so preparing for the party, the girls made the balloon arch and they like blew up all of these balloons. It took like 8 hours, like forever getting this whole thing together. And then we're putting it up Sunday, the day before the party, or the day of the party. And we're getting it all together. It looks so beautiful. And we're standing under there taking a picture. And all of a sudden you hear pop, pop, pop. And we're like, everyone's like,
no,
what is going on? And the sun I thought it was the wind blowing the balloons. And the sun is just baking this balloon arch. And the balloons are just exploding. It's funny now, but in the moment,
of course,
I was like,
right?
oh, no.
Yeah, you're like crying.
And then like the party hadn't even started yet, and the arch is like falling off the awning. But we figured it out. We got it taped back up there or secured back up there. But it was kind of it's a funny poopsicle, but that was a poopsicle. Yeah. And then the dreamsicle is, gosh, as we know, I guess, especially right now, and I think I've said this before as a dreamsicle, but always just health, being healthy, and physically, mentally, emotionally. I just want good health for everybody. And that's the dream, is to just be healthy in all aspects, mind, body, and spirit. So
yeah. I love that.
And how about
world
you?
Peace.
World peace. Yes.
My popsicle for this month, actually, I forgot to mention, was probably Easter. We had like a really good Easter. It was just one of those days where everything was just so smooth. We showed up. Aww. You never know what's going to happen when you show up with a 3 and a 5-year-old to like a fancy brunch.
Yes.
But they were so into it. My daughter loves to get dressed up just like I do. So I curled her hair and like we did everything and it was just going so well. My son got into it. He loves wearing his little Masters things. We went and it was just gorgeous. I mean, it was like Palm Royale. I really love dressing up, but I love being around a bunch of people that are super dressed up.
I love Easter.
So like the fashion was fabulous. It
Not
was
just Easter for that, but
yes, exactly. Yeah.
But it's like spring and like
and we did the Easter egg hunt in the morning for the kids, and they got their little Easter baskets, and it was like just I don't know, it was a great day. So we did that, and then so yeah, I don't know. It's just family time has gotten better and better. Good. I think the kids are getting a little bit older, so that's just been awesome. So she's already been out of Asa. So yeah, that's my popsicle. My poopsicle is and you can actually just leave that on here, Callie, if you want. That was my house manager coming through and my dog. So everybody, welcome to the podcast. And then my poopsicle I don't know. It's been also been a pretty good month as well. I think that my poopsicle is I don't know, probably just being like a little bit more sore than I normally am.
That's good.
I feel like my right knee is really hurting. I was really
Yeah.
gearing up to like be able to run another half marathon, and I just don't know. I think I can do it. I just am in a place right now where I don't know if I want to.
Right. Right.
I don't, I'm not an Olympian. Nobody's paying me to do this. I'm doing it for fun.
Right. Like,
So
don't
like
push your
what kind of
body.
price do I want to pay to like keep going?
Right.
So yeah, that's kind of my poopsicle right now. And then my dreamsicle is to have an amazing summer with my 2 kiddos and my
Yay.
friends. And I'm really
Yes.
excited to see everybody over the summer. So I hope that this goes really well because it's kind of a test run of our future.
Yes.
So yeah,
I
I'm
know.
really
I can't
excited
wait
about
for
that.
you to get back here and we can do our
Yeah,
bar classes and
I
I can come
know.
up to the
Get,
mountains and
get back to normal a little bit, my new normal. So yeah, that's it.
awesome. All
So
right, everybody. Well,
yeah,
our next episode will be releasing on Wednesdays. So
yeah.
check us out.
Thank you. Thanks for listening.
Okay,
Love you
bye.
all.
Love
Bye.
you.